Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to UMG Dallas. We've got Optic Gaming versus Epsilon. Benson joining the casting desk by chance. And Epsilon 1-0 up in the series.
Yeah, they won by about 90 points. They basically treated it. It's almost like we got the gamer
close.
tabs wrong. And like that's exactly how I expected to work out, just in favor of Optic Gaming. Again, all 4 players for Epsilon are positive. How many times have we seen that happen for Optic Gaming? But this time, just complete like devastation for OG.
All the time for OG, but it's very rare that a team will outslay them. And it's just such a, like, it just doesn't happen. It's amazing when it does. Like, so much props to Epsilon right there. That was a phenomenal performance from every single one of them. But the question, can they carry it through now to Search and Destroy? If Epsilon go 2-0 up, I'm calling the first upset here at Dallas.
You never know.
People may not appreciate that, but honestly, if Nagafen continues with the battle shot as crisp as that, I can't see them losing.
Here we're going to find out exactly what happens. Optic Gaming getting off to a very nice start, getting the first 2 kills, but Nagafen striking right back, and he escapes with his life. Nagafen, again, had a phenomenal performance there in the hard point, had like 2 different 6 streaks, and immediately getting 2 kills right there just to tie this back up, forcing the 2v2.
Crim6 and Karma going up against Nagafen and Swanee. Crim, of course, does have the bomb in hand. And we'll see exactly what the game plan is going to be. Meanwhile, both players from Epsilon are going to try and hit that flank. And what's really the game plan here for Optic Gaming, Chance?
Well, honestly, on Riot earlier, offense, they were playing a lot of things really standard, just going to A pretty much every single time, not mixing it up too much. On defense, though, they were pulling out all sorts of different strats. They were going hard flanks over B, sending people through mid-map, even going hard rushes on A. They were doing everything different, doing a very good job of keeping teams on their toes. And not only that, they're extremely good on offense as well. They're tough to beat straight up. When they start pulling off strats, it makes everything just so much worse. But either way, Crim's going to have to get this bomb down sooner. It looks like he's actually going to lose that gunfight. Epsilon able to take round number 1.
Both Swanee and Naga getting big kills in that 2v2 pretty much at the exact same time. We saw Nagafen's. I'm curious to see if Swanee got that kill after Nagafen. I think it's probably going to be Nagafen's kill. It will indeed. But you can see, as I think that was Karma jumped up, Swanee picked him off. And Nagafen just dropped down and got a very simple kill. 3 kills to start the search and destroy from Nagafen.
That was huge, too, because it looked like Nagafen was getting shot in the back. So that means his teammate saved him at the last possible second. Crim6 wasn't even aware of it. So Crim6 was trying to work one person out, so they literally just saved each other's lives right there. So that is a pretty impressive round. Also, Nagafen nearly got the ace as well, was able to pick up 3. Now, though, back on board with offense again. Slow way push, but here it is from Optic Gaming. All 4 players. It looks like they might have been getting a little bit too aggressive, as Karma is going to get picked for first blood.
Nagafen with the bomb. Rolling over towards the bomb site. And it looks good that this could be a plan. Swanee picks off Crim6. Laser beam accuracy, bomb down, 4 versus 2. Nagafen with the players directly in front of him. Formal is up top with the sniper rifle though, so we will bear that in mind. Manages to get his hands on the bow. Is Nagafen going to push? I don't think he necessarily needs to. And he's managed to get a little bit further map control. Formal's going to peek, but he's not going to see anything. Meanwhile, Nagafen's gone for a big flank. SCUF has shut down Swanee, so it will be now Formal by himself as Remy cleans up SCUF, and Nagafen is directly behind Formal. Doesn't matter, teammate gets the kill. Epsilon 2-0 in the lead.
I mean, that was like a perfect round of search and destroy as well. As soon as they get that first blood, you saw all of those blue arrows just completely stop. And from there, Epsilon able to get another pick, got the bomb down, then traded the last remaining kills. Even there, Formal to 1v3. Even if he had somehow managed to kill Royalty there, you did have Nagafen going to be coming up right behind him. So Epsilon so far doing pretty much everything right. Now back to see what Optic Gaming is going to try and do on offense.
See if Formal has that sniper rifle out. No, goes back to the bow. Double grenades. Check out Scumpy though. He's going to be running that overclock. Bow combination. Looks as if they're going to be aggressively pushing that mid-map. Someone has just hit fire, though, for Epsilon. I believe that was Royalty. And he's actually very lucky. He got a little bit convenient timing. If Optic had been a couple seconds earlier, he dies for first blood there. But a little bit of a mess on the map. Royalty has ended up picking up first blood on Formal. Crim able to trade that kill, though. 3 versus 3. Nagafen, though, trying to be sneaky around the outside.
Pretty sure Nagafen did spot Crim going back towards mid-map, and holy crap, Optic Gaming. At first, it was going to be Epsilon doing everything right. Now we've seen this is like the 4th team kill coming out of OG, but in S&D, that's just so much worse. That's going to hurt. Obviously, now it's going to put OG at the 2 versus 3 disadvantage. In fairness, though, Crim has been pretty clutch his entire career and this event, so you never know, but still definitely going to be a costly mistake.
I think Crim just spotted Nagafen up top, but hitting that shot with the bow, the range is going to be very tough. Of course, doesn't have any grenades left either. And Optic is left in a pretty tough situation mid-map. They have to kind of force the engagements over towards Epsilon. Crim kind of gambling, and Nagafen's still going to be up there. He is still up there. Karma able to pick up 1, but both players fall. And Epsilon now a 3-0 lead.
And that's 2 offensive rounds in a row that it just seems like OG wasted a little bit too much time. Both times, the final 2 kills came within 3 seconds of each other, under the 30-second mark. And even there, Swanee getting the 2-piece for the final kill cam. Karma and Krim just jumping out right there, lining up for the guy. But still, Optic Gaming needs to figure out something different to do on offense. I think they've gotten first-blooded every single time, and they're having team kill issues.
I mean, Nagafen and Swanee combining for 7 and 2. They led the way in slaying in the hard point, and they're doing a similar thing here in the search and destroy. Maybe finally this Epsilon team is clicking. This is the kind of team that from the relegation tournament we expected to see in the Pro League, but they never really turned up. Well, guess what? They're wide awake here at UMG Dallas on board with Swanee. Actually just jumped straight over a player, so he's going to go down. 4 picks on first blood. Nagafen in position to immediately trade. That forces a 3 versus 3.
And you saw the other 3 players for Optic Gaming going on that huge rush past that B bomb site. I'm pretty sure Epsilon is a bit aware of this strategy, though. They're trying to work it into BBC. Optic Gaming recognizing that and rotating back. A lot of gunfights going to be going down here in a second. Crimsix picks up the first. Remy trying to escape with his life. Karma picks him up. Optic Gaming looks like they're in position to win their first round, bar Nagafen pulling anything completely ridiculous.
I mean, this would be the ace, so bear that in mind. 45 seconds left. He has to know Optic Gaming have B bomb control. Doesn't want to rotate over towards A just yet. In fact, it looks like he's actually just going to go challenge straight over towards B. The stun goes out, nothing there, so he will go over towards A now, but I feel like you have to expect Optic to rotate.
At some point, you are going to have to make that move. It looks like Nagafen's going to be able to get this bomb down.
Wow. Oh,
he is.
Crim's up top, surely Crimsy. Yeah, Crimsy, he should be dead. What?
That's the second time we've seen Nagafen escape out of that route, but shots are coming down every which direction. At the very least, they're going to spot him. Pretty sure an OG player might be getting on the bomb. He's able to take out Karma. The Crimsix coming in right behind, and then SCUF, of course, is going to be on the bomb. So Optic Gaming finally getting on the board, potentially now reducing that deficit 3 rounds to 1.
If Nagafen clutches that, though, at that point, it's just, well.
I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it. I would just walk away.
Just put the headset down and walk away. Anyway, Optic do get that first round in search and destroy. 3-1 down against Epsilon. Of course, if you are just tuning in, Optic dropped the hard point as well. Epsilon with fantastic performances from everyone. Managed to come out strong and solid. 3-1 up here in Riot. 2-0 lead against Optic would be massive for them.
Yeah, without a doubt. And again, Optic Gaming has been mixing up their strats quite a bit. Epsilon just a little bit too tough for it. But this time, Epsilon, everyone going through mid-map right now. Optic Gaming for that normal A push right there. But again, that first blood, Royalty picking that up once again. I think nearly every single round it's been in favor of Epsilon. They've been able to convert so far. Crimsix going to be able to pick up Swanee, so it is going to be 3v3. Important gunfight going down. Karma wins it, gives OG the edge.
3 versus 2. He's going to be able to pick up another kill. That leaves Remy for the 1 versus 3. He's able to pick up 1. Can he find the second melee? Oh, forces the 1v1. So nearly managed to clutch that 1v3 in a matter of seconds. It would have been nasty. And the crazy thing is, these rounds aren't even easy rounds. Optic is having to work so unbelievably hard.
Oh my god, this series is just completely ridiculous. You know, like, I casted the G4G denial series, and as I was watching it, didn't believe a single thing that I'm seeing. And even now, like, I'm skeptical that, like, this is real life. Like, this is insane.
You're dreaming, Chance.
Yeah, Krim is heating up, though. I believe he is on a 4 streak now, so definitely want to look out for that.
All right, well, Krim on the defensive side. I do want to watch him. Let's check out that defensive side. Meanwhile, highlighted will be Epsilon on the attacking side. Krim's going to hit that A bomb site. Royalty up top. Bow shot not good enough. Nagafen picks up Karma though for first blood. And Krim still trying to control second story. He is actually going to have to back off now.
That is the second time Karma's been picked off with a sniper rifle headshot over in the exact same location. So it is going to be Epsilon with the 4v3. Nagafen with the bomb pushed up, trying to put those shots down on SCUF. SCUF just going to be able to back up. Formal making it even. However, Nagafen cleans him up right away. Formal nearly able to pull that up, but still 2v2. Crimsix picks up Remy. So Naga and Royalty know where he is, but SCUF still a bit of an unknown factor. And of course, Krim still on that 5 streak.
I think Nagafen may be able to get the pick on SCUF. No, Crimsix rather picks up that kill. So now 1 versus 2 for Royalty. This could be the 3rd round back-to-back for Optic Gaming. And Royalty's going to see them both. Picks up 1, forces the 1v1 again. But Optic there to trade the kills. Now, Search Destroy Riot all tied up. 3 rounds apiece.
You know, I will say it doesn't really matter the lead. You can never be comfortable playing out the gaming. At any point in time, they can just flip that switch and turn it on. And again, Krim on a 7 streak. He's been doing pretty well. Obviously started out 1-3, not the best thing in the world, but since then, he's been the main factor in them winning 3 rounds in a row. Krim really starting to go off.
What has been the difference between the first 3 rounds and the last 3 rounds we just saw?
Honestly, just the clutch factor. Still, Epsilon is getting a lot of those first bloods, but originally they were able to convert and trade the kills. And since then, Optic Gaming has been doing a good job of getting a pick on just a completely separate player. But this time, it's finally going to be Optic Gaming that draws first blood. SCUF getting that pick on Royalty.
And this should be that round now. SCUF picks up the 2nd kill. looking for more. Smell blood, top 3. Scumpy looking for his 3rd kill this round. It's all down to Remy. 1 on 4, and he's pretty much dead to rights. Optic Gaming take the lead.
Yeah, that poor guy. Remy was in such a ridiculous situation right there. Also, Optic Gaming again taking the lead right there, going huge, and doing so in a dominating fashion. That was nearly a perfect round for them. Remy was able to pick up 1 kill just before he died, but still, Optic Gaming really turning it around. Again, you were saying earlier how they're having to fight for those rounds, making it tough, you know, nearly 1v3s, clutches coming in against them, but this time, really starting to ramp it up, getting devastating round wins.
Let's have a look over at Nagafen now. Epsilon desperately need to just get a round back, get a little bit of momentum because it's been taken away from them. Is Nagafen going to be carrying the bomb? Stun grenades going over towards top 3. Taking his time. No one actually spotted, and this is a very, very slow round comparative to some of the other ones.
Optic Gaming once again leaving one person basically in their spawn. That's going to be Formal, able to, no, not picking up that kill right there. Shots are going to go down on him. Meanwhile, the rest of Optic Gaming is coming up on the flank, but still First Blood going to be going in favor of Epsilon. Once again, can OG clutch another time?
Crimsix going to reveal his position, has to go over to check B, but in fact Karma gets the pick on Nagafen. That's a big one because he was actually playing the bomb, and Crimsix looks away. Scumpy now in a 1 versus 3. This is the round Epsilon so desperately needed just to give themselves a little bit of momentum back in this one. Bomb's going to be planted as well. Scump really with his work cut out for him. He's going to spot 1. Should be able to make it a 1v2. Does so. Now trying to make it a 1 versus 1. Swanee around the outside of square. But Scump really having to take his time, pushing slowly forward. Should spot Royalty directly in front of him, but doesn't. And Royalty picks up the kill. Epsilon tied up at 4-4.
You know, I had COD vision and I couldn't even see that player. I thought he was behind the truck and then he pops up and it scared me a little bit. But either way, that is a phenomenal round for Epsilon. Again, Optic Gaming had just gotten 4 rounds in a row, and you do not want to let anything like that happen, especially if OG starts getting hot. Yep. They'll be able to run through. So Epsilon, fantastic job just to kind of stay tough and take that offensive round.
2 more rounds for either of these 2 teams, and they'll pick up map number 2. Of course, Epsilon 1-0 up in this series. Gonna look over at the attacking side. Let's see Scump. He's making his way over towards A once again, as expected. Bal and stun combination coming out this round. And already, look at this chance highlighted on that minimap is going to be Nagafen, who has just hit one of the biggest flanks ever. Bomb will be going down, and that's going to be planted. Now, really, the question is, can Nagafen make the play? Yes, he can. First blood on Formal, 4 versus 3, but Bomb is down, and Nagafen's going to drop, as does Royalty. Remy able to trade a kill. He's going to fall Swanee for the 1v2.
Yeah, extremely quick 1v2 right there. Swanee going to be try to pick one right there. He saw Crimsix at a distance. Crimsix going to pop out for a second. He's going to be focused on him. Actually able to spot Karma right there. Knows where Crim is. Crim, though, not going to miss shots like that. Crim able to clutch up once again, exactly as you'd expect. Optic Gaming, 5 rounds to 4.
And Swanee a little unfortunate there. I think he thought Crim had gone for a little bit of a rotation through mid-map. He was going to just try and jump straight on that bomb. Didn't even pre-aim where he thought Crimsix was going to be. Crim 10-4. You mentioned earlier on, his S&D at Dallas has just been so unbelievably clutch.
Yeah, it's actually like really terrifying to watch him sometime. Again, I even think Clayster at one point did like an AMA, and he was asked who's like the last player you want to face in a 1v1, and I'm pretty sure he said Crimsix. So Crimsix definitely not a guy you want to be going against in Search and Destroy.
Doesn't surprise me. Nagafen now going to be carrying the bomb for Epsilon, trying to force a round 11. Someone just darted straight out. Nagafen almost putting shots into his teammate, and the bomb site's going to be wide open. They should be able to get this bomb down. Optic Gaming have completely given it to him, but there's going to be one player, Formal, up top on A, just going to back off, wait for some team support, doing the smart thing here, but there's going to be multiple players. They're going to hear him jump top 3, though. I think he just heard someone boost as well, so really just trying to play for sound. And Nagafen gets first blood on Scump. Formal still trying to hunt down someone. He's put some shots down. Swanee missed everything completely there, though. Swanee knows he's top 3. He's going to challenge it. Swanee picks up the kill. Karma and Crimsix now for a 2v4. Karma not able to pick up anything, and just like that, Epsilon force a round 11 chance. This just got interesting.
This is completely ridiculous. That's like the 3rd or 4th time we've seen Optic send 3 players on the flank and just kind of leave Formal back in the spawn. I think it's worked out for him once, and other than that, it hasn't been good at all. And this time, Epsilon seemed to be perfectly aware of it. You see, as soon as they got that bomb down, they sent 2 players just straight through, completely calling that strat. And it is going to be Optic, though, that is going to have the offensive side. Again, slight advantage to them, of course, the map being Riot.
See what the plan is going to be on the attacking side. Are they aggressively going to hit something, or are they going to be a little bit more passive? Meanwhile, Epsilon, you can see that full intent. Formal may be able to pick up the first blood. He does. Could be able to potentially find that second. Formal looking to go big in this round 11. Remy has traded the kill on Scumpy. Karma and Nagafen both picking up kills. Formal's going to peek. He goes down. Crimsix, one of the most clutch plays for the 1v2. They're both in front of him. Crim, stop down. No! Nagafen turns and burns. Epsilon, the 2-0 lead. The stomp potentially costing Oh my God, Chance, what is happening?
I can't believe it. Crim had that. He had that in the bag. He stomped.
Both players directly in front of him. Crim stomps down.
That's got to be the most awkward half second in Call of Duty. Both of them stomp and they're just staring at each other, see who can get the gun up first, and my God. And he even had him one shot. That was the first player Crim decided to shoot. He switched over because he thought he had the kill. Tried to come back, but my God, Nagafan is having a hell of a series.
1.57 from Nagafan, 11-7. How many times in Advanced Warfare have we seen Optic Gaming go 2-0 down in the series?
I have no idea. I want to know how many times they've clutched up from it, though. This has been, a bit of a blowout for the hardpoint, but that was an incredibly interesting search and destroy game. Of course, Epsilon went up 3 rounds to none. Optic Gaming fights all the way back, takes the lead, and from there is a bit of a flip-flop. And then, of course, just a ridiculous round 11. I don't think anybody could. Oh, that's too much.
I love Call of Duty. It's great.
It has been pretty good at UMG Dallas so far today. It's been a crazy turn of events. I believe the next map is going to be Comeback, or no, Uplink on some map.
Uplink on Detroit. It's going to be map number 3. Epsilon with the 2-0 lead. I mean, let's look at the maps. Biolab Hardpoint would be map number 4 if it can be forced, and a recovery search and destroy game 5 if it goes the distance. But my God, Optic's backs against the wall for one of the first times in Advanced Warfare, really. Can Epsilon, a team who haven't picked up a win in the MLG Pro League, come out and cause the biggest upset at UMG Dallas so far? Find out after this next commercial break.